Welcome bitches, one and all, to my reaction to Season 3, Episode 8 of Elite Polo. Now, for those of you who missed the update in the last episode, this will be the final reaction to Elite being uploaded on my YouTube for now. If you're interested in watching Season 4 and 5, they are available uncut on my Patreon, so go over there if that tickles your fancy. But yes, this will be the final one upload to YouTube. It was a hard decision. It's just, I think it's safe to say that Season 4 did not live up to Season 3. And, well, 2 and 1 as well. Like, the arc of Season 1 to Season 3 was so good. And Season 4, it was just a really big letdown. And then on top of that, the vast majority of the Season 4 files got corrupted for me. If you were there a few months ago, you know what happened. It was a whole big thing. But they all got corrupted, so I couldn't edit it my usual way anyway. I could grab the video off Patreon, but it would not be very good. So I made the hard decision that this will be the final one. Now, that's not to say I may not do something in the future, because obviously Season 4 and 5 are a bit fucked because of my file corruption, but I am starting recording Season 6 this weekend to go up on Patreon, so who knows? I might do a season recap, like you know how a lot of commentary channels do, where they compile lots of episodes into one video. I might do that for Season 6 in the future, but we'll just have to wait and see, because that's at least 2 months down the line by the time I've actually finished the season. But yes, anyway, I'm done rambling. On to episode 8. It was oh my god, revisiting this while editing was pure joy. Like, sometimes editing can feel, it never feels like a drag. I do enjoy it. Obviously, it's my job. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it. But it's a different experience when you're editing something as good as the finale of Season 3. Like, that was peak fucking television. I was hooked the entire time. There were times that I forgot I was editing. I was just sitting there watching it with myself. So if that doesn't say enough about how fucking good it was, I don't know what will. So yes, anyway, with all that said, I'm very excited to be releasing this finally. I'm sorry for the wait, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's fucking go. It's sad to think that he's gonna be dead by the end of this night. Was he gonna turn himself in? Oh my god, he was actually gonna hand it in and end it all. Oh my god, he knows. He knows? How did he find out? My god, I can't believe he actually put 2 and 2 together. Exactly, Kaya. Exactly. Oh. Oh. That whole dynamic, so much just happened there, like, character-wise. So it finally came out that Cayetana was the one who contacted the schools, and I was wondering, no joke, like 30 seconds before that was said, I was thinking in my head, I wonder if Polo dies not knowing that it was Kaya that did it. But he knows, and I think that it is plausible that he did figure it out, because let's be real, Samuel and Guzman aren't really smart enough to do that, and also they would want him to be out of their lives. Whereas Kaya is the only person who truly wanted Polo to be around, so it makes sense that she's the one that would have done it. Now, her saying that doing this is going to make me upset and, like, it's going to ruin everything and I've been by your side, does that mean nothing? Like, yes, Kaya, it means nothing, because you were not by his side out of love for him. You were by his side out of love for the life that he was giving you, because it's the life you've always wanted. It's so frustrating to see her so unaware, or it doesn't even, I don't even know if you could say it's unaware. She's probably 100% aware. She's just not aware that people can tell that that's what she's doing. She's so caught up in her manipulation and so caught up in the lies that she was telling and the fact that everyone believed it, that she hasn't really come to terms with the fact that people aren't believing her lies anymore. They're not believing the front that she puts on. And I think she really needs to genuinely look inside herself and change her perspective on life. Because right now it is not working.
Sí, pero primero te vas a tener que limpiar la camisa.
Go off, Lou. Thank you.
Un traguito, señora Marquesa.
Oh, a conversation between Carla and Rebecca.
Carla, yo quería pedirte perdón.
Oh.
Te vendí el M por despecho, por celos.
Well done for admitting that, Rebecca. Damn. That's shows some character.
Como si tú tuvieras la culpa de que él estuviera enamorado de ti.
Exactly. You find that in so many things in life where quite often women get angry and all of this with each other, and it starts all arguments over a guy, when in reality, they haven't had anything to do with it. Like, yes, cheating exists where one person is fully aware that the person that's cheating with them is in a relationship and they don't really give a shit. But there's also a lot of things in life where they simply are unaware of the other person. They're unaware of what's going on because the guy's lied. So women going at each other when oftentimes it's the man that's done wrong is so sad to see. So well done, Rebecca, for seeing this.
Nos hicimos mucho daño. Lo siento.
Yeah.
Tampoco te motives, rubia, que para tumbarme a mí hace falta una hostia un poquito más grande.
Oh, yeah.
Ese chico besa el suelo por donde tú caminas. Bajaría hasta el infierno para calentarte una puta pizza si tú se lo pides.
Damn, what a sentence. No, Samu. Oh my god. What is your game plan here, mate? What is your game plan? You just gonna go and stab him?
¿Qué coño vas a hacer? ¿Qué vas a protegerle ahora o qué? No, imbécil, te quiero proteger a ti.
Yes, thank you, Guzman. Thank you.
Toda esta pesadilla cuando se acaba, Samu.
Exactly. For your own mental well-being, you have to let it go, no matter how hard that may be.
Escúchame, ¿en serio vas a dejar que no se pare?
Aléjate de mí, ¿vale?
Oh, shit.
Esto no se fue a la mierda porque somos tres, sino por los tres que somos. Las copas.
Exactly, like that is the problem, is when you've got three people who have major issues in their life. Like, you've got a complete compulsive liar, you have got a drug dealer, and you've got a murderer. It's like you all may have worked before these things took over your lives, but now that they have, it's too much. Like, that's just too much for any relationship to be able to handle, let alone when there's three of you.
Lu, olvídate de él.
Nadia, no te hagas la santa. Me quieres reventar esta botella en la cabeza tanto como yo.
Oh, it's sad that they're both unaware that they have their scholarship now.
Me voy a entregar, Guzmán. ¿Cómo? Sé que nunca podré reparar todo el daño que he hecho. A ti, pero al menos mis madres van a pagar el programa de Nadia y Lu.
Oh, shit.
Por eso he venido. Para decírselo en persona.
Oh my god, the fact that he came to tell them that's how he died.
Para pedirte perdón.
Unfortunately, you're not getting forgiveness from him.
Y decirte que se acabó.
He can't forgive you for that, Polo.
Cuando salga de la cárcel, algún día, podrás perdonarme.
Oh, shit. Is this gonna, like, set Guzman off and make him want to kill him? Because the idea of him getting out of prison one day?
Jamás.
Yeah, like, Polo, I don't know what you were expecting. No one can forgive you for that. You murdered his sister. Well, I'm so, like, taken back by the idea that Polo thought he was going to get Guzman to forgive him. Oh shit, here we go. Here we go. Oh my god. Oh shit, Polo's in the bathroom. Who's going in? Kaya? No, Lu. You can't tell me Lu did it. Bullshit.
Ana, ¿yo qué coño te he hecho a ti, Lu?
¿Y a Carla? A Ander. A Guzmán. Tú no sabes todo.
Oh my god, Lu.
No tienes ni puta idea del infierno que es para él saber que aún estás con vida.
Oh my god.
Yo siempre voy a proteger a los míos.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Lu. Don't do it.
Guzmán, no te quiere.
Polo, careful, you idiot.
Al menos Carla me quiso una vez. Pero a ti te ha querido alguien, Lu.
Oh my god, Polo. A woman standing there with something that can stab you. What is your problem?
Te tendrán envidia. Miedo. Asco. Por eso no te quieren.
Wow. Wow. Wait, did she just accidentally stab him? Did she just accidentally stab him? Is that what just happened? Is that what just happened? Is that what just happened? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm oh my god! I'm so, I don't know what to say.
Perdón. Perdóname.
Oh my god, he's like so okay with this.
Bueno,
That scares me, that does.
perdóname.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Does he know about the glass? Is he gonna like throw himself off to protect her or something? Like what was that like look that he gave her and everything? Oh my god, not Carla comforting the murderer again. You know what? That does actually make a lot of sense that it would be Lou. Because Nadia would, of course, cover for Lou. Guzman, of course. Carla, yep. Samu, maybe Samu would do it because Carla wanted him to. And then Ander and Omar. Omar loves Lou, and I don't know why Ander would cover up, but maybe he would do it for Omar, but then they're not exactly on the best of terms right now. I just feel like Lou is definitely a plausible person that people would cover up for at this point in the show. And the people who wouldn't, I mean, I don't think Kaya would have known that it was Lou. And then did Rebecca see anything either? I'm not sure. But Jesus Christ, I'm so taken back. I'm so taken back that it was Lou. And the fact that it was an accident makes a lot of sense, because I was wondering this whole time who would have the like guts to actually stab him. Like fully stab him before he falls through the glass. Like it would take a lot of nerve. So the fact that it was an accident makes so much sense. Oh my god. Oh my god, Guzman. You could see the part of him that still kind of cared for Polo come out then. She knew that Lou was in the bathroom as well. Maybe Lou didn't tell her, but she's figured it out. Is he already dead?
Una ambulancia, por favor! Una ambulancia!
Oh, the fact that he doesn't even want him to die. Oh, it's so sad.
Te perdono.
Oh my god. This is so sad. That's so... Because it's like... When you think about it, Polo, I don't know if anyone really deserves death. That's a debate for another time. But Polo, he would have deserved it more than others if you are going to go down that route because of the fact that he had murdered someone. However, you can't forget that he was such an integral part in a lot of these people's lives and their history and their past. Like when Guzman thinks of growing up, he'll think of Polo and he'll think of the good times they had with each other when they were kids. And so even though this person may have done so much to someone's life, them dying is still a loss and it's going to take time for people to heal. And Carla as well, like he was such a big part of Carla's life for such a long time that that's going to hit hard. Oh, that was brutal to watch. I don't think my brain has fully processed that it was Lou. Like, genuinely. I feel like that's going to take time to hit. Yeah. And then Samu tells Guzman, maybe Rebecca as well, and they all cover up for Lou. That makes a lot of sense. This series, guys, fucking blows me away every time. So everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Les diremos que no fue intencional.
Eso no lo va a creer nadie.
Yeah, not with everything that's gone down.
Acabar con esta pesadilla de una puta vez. Hemos sufrido todos bastante aquí.
Is Samu gonna say he did it?
Vamos a salir de aquí todos juntos y libres.
Walk out of it tonight free. How?
Y acabamos con esta mierda para siempre.
How? Who are you gonna blame it on? Or are you all just gonna lie to the point where they'll never figure it out?
¿Estáis hablando en serio?
Yeah, like, listen, I'm listening to all of this and the entire time I'm thinking, yeah, everyone's going to cover up. Like, even Valerio, who somewhat loved Polo, it is Louis, his sister. The only person I've always been iffy on covering up has always been Cayetana, because no matter what, she did love him. Maybe she didn't love him, maybe she just loved the life, but no matter what, you will grow to have some kind of love for the person, and I think that she did in some way genuinely love Polo. So how the fuck is she going to be able to lie for Lou? Like, Lou hasn't done any good for her life. Are they going to put all of their fingerprints on it? Yes! Oh my god, it's a combination of what I thought. That is so true.
Pero no era un asesino y tú tampoco, Lu. Él no querría que pagaras toda la vida por un error que cometiste en un segundo.
I believe that. I genuinely believe that. The way that he looked at Lou. I know I keep pausing, I'm sorry, but like I have so many words for this. The way that Polo looked at Lou and the words that he was using when she did the act of stabbing, it genuinely felt like he was flashing back to himself and killing Medina as an accident and seeing Lou as himself and being like, look, I know I've been through this hell myself and you don't deserve to go through this. I genuinely think that is what he thought. So I 100% agree with Carla on that front. And I can't believe that it's literally a combination of the two things that I thought. Because I said at the start, I was like, it's either everyone murdered him or there's one person that they're covering up for. But in covering up for this one person, they're making it like everyone did it. So like, it's literally both.
Nadia, te estás jugando el programa en Nueva York.
Who cares?
Antes de venir, Polo convenció a sus madres para que no lo cancelaran.
Joder.
Oh god, that's gonna make Lou feel even worse.
Si vamos a Nueva York,
New life, new start.
vamos juntas.
I don't know, it always gets to me when I see Nadia and Lou's story. I don't know why. Like, we've just watched a man murder, but the thing that tears me up is them two. Well done, Kaya. You need to do some good in all of this. You literally covered up the murder and everything.
Falta uno. El más importante. Podemos intentar que parezca un suicidio.
¿Y cómo piensas hacer eso?
Oh shit. Who commits suicide that way though? God, this show. Oh my god, I feel so bad for her. Imagine having to do this. Imagine having to do this.
Oye, mucha.
Oh shit, yeah, she cut her hand. Oh no, it's gonna have her blood on it though, not just her fingerprints.
Yo te quería de verdad.
Oh my darling.
Ojalá te hubiera sabido querer mejor.
Oh my god.
Lo siento.
Oh my god, what a sentence. I don't know if I necessarily believe that. I don't know if I necessarily believe that she could have done more, because you can't force yourself to love someone. And she says that she loved him, but I don't know.
Alguien me vio. ¿Qué dices?
Who? Who saw you?
Sí, cuando fui por el cuello de la botella, me tropecé con un grupo de chicas, creo.
Joder, me cago en la...
Shit.
Yo le odiaba. Le echaba la culpa de mi enfermedad. Así que no me pude contener y le clavé un cristal en el corazón.
No, Ander, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. No, 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 no.
¿Qué más da? Si estoy casi muerto.
That's one, that's not true. And two, you don't want to spend the rest of your life in jail.
Necesitamos un cebo para despistar a la policía.
Uno no. Necesitamos muchos más.
And that's why they said that lots of people went in the bathroom. Okay.
A ver, nos estás diciendo que nos acusemos mutuamente.
Yes. It's the same idea with the fingerprints on the bottleneck.
Y fue entonces cuando vi a alguien entrar en el baño justo detrás de él.
This is such an
como
amazing
con un
scene.
objeto de cristal en la mano. ¿A quién viste?
The acting class in their school must be fucking phenomenal based on all of this.
A Ander.
Guzmán. Se agachó por el cuello de la botella, lo cogió y se metió en el baño.
She's gonna be so pissed off.
Llevo meses hablando de la muerte. Y cuanto más la nombraba, menos miedo le tenía. Pero la he visto. Y estoy acojonado.
Oh, Ander.
¿Qué quieres que haga por ti? ¿Qué quieres? ¿Qué necesitas?
He needs you and he doesn't need you leaving.
A ti.
Which is the whole issue with this New York thing.
¿Y el tío con el que estabas?
He lied. Is the truth finally coming out?
Me lo inventé. Para separarte de mí. Lo siento.
Si lo que querías era quitarme el medio, enhorabuena. Lo has conseguido, tío.
God, their whole story has just been so tragic.
No puedo, Nadia.
Lou, come on, please.
¿Fuiste tú? ¿Le mataste?
Lou.
No. Y creo que me estás mintiendo. Estoy así porque yo vi quién lo mató. ¿Quién?
Please, Lou, please.
Nunca antes te había visto así. Y no me creo que estés tan afectada por lo de Polo. Vosotros ni siquiera erais amigos.
Oh shit, here we go.
¿Y qué va a saber usted? Polo sí era mi amigo. Todos somos amigos. Una familia más bien.
Aww.
Y puede que no nos digamos te quiero todos los días. Pero usted no tiene ni puta idea de todo lo que he pasado yo con esta gente.
She's right on that front. They've been through a lot. Too much for people their age.
Si estoy así, es porque me arde el alma de saber que los seres humanos más increíbles que he conocido vuelvan a pasar por toda esta mierda, como fue con Marina.
Nice cover up, but it's also the truth.
So, si estoy llorando, se me quiebra la voz. Y no sé qué hacer es porque I have feelings, bitch.
I love you. Well done. Well done. It's weird to say it, but I'm proud of her. God, Kaya. What is she going to do with her life? Oh, that was so sweet. But she's still going to New York. Carmuel, reigniting their fire or ending it?
Me voy a estudiar fuera.
Oh shit, what? I thought she was whispering about the thingy.
¿Aceptarás visitas?
I think she wants to be alone.
Depende. ¿Traerás macarrones?
Oh, or not. Oh, wait, I was hella on board with this until I realized that she's probably not going to be around next season. Fuck that. I've come to appreciate them two together. I still, like, if I actually look back and watch every single episode of the series again, I'll be iffy, but I appreciate it.
Ven aquí, anda.
Oh, you gotta feel bad for her, you really do. No matter what their relationship was, no matter who she is, gotta feel for her. Omar, that was the wrong decision in my opinion. I just hate Malik.
¿Cómo estás, nenita?
Does her mum not even know what happened?
Estoy cansada de muertos. Que no puedo más. Que yo lo único que le pido a la vida es aburrirme.
Venga, nenita.
She's not going to. You're gonna have to leave her life.
Diles que se vayan porque si no al final la que va a acabar pirándose soy yo.
She's not gonna do it. I can guarantee she's not gonna do it.
Inspectora.
What's going on here? They found the trophy.
Una llamada anónima avisó de la presencia de una caja sospechosa en un parque, a 100 metros de comisaría.
Was it Kaya?
Sé que es un momento muy delicado para vosotras. Fue él.
Oh my god, she's actually saying it.
Nos lo confesó justo antes de esa misma noche.
Oh my god. So it's all truly coming
Tu
to an
hermano
end.
está libre y puede venir cuando quiera.
Oh yeah. He's free now.
¿Qué pasó esa noche en la discoteca, Samuel?
He's not telling you, bitch.
Pasó lo que nunca tendría que haber pasado si hubieran hecho su trabajo.
Oh, wow.
Lo siento mucho, Samuel.
¿Quiere una cerveza?
I love that. I don't know why.
De verdad, la policía se ha creído que ha sido un suicidio.
There's not much else they can. Oh, I feel so bad for his mums. Like, I really do.
Claro, yo me voy.
No, Cayetana, contigo.
Is she asking if they both knew?
Puede ser Oxford, Columbia, Harvard, la universidad que tú quieras.
Eso que Paul hubiera querido.
Fuiste la única que siempre estuvo a su lado apoyándole. Nosotras no supimos hacerlo.
Oh. What is Kaya gonna say to this, though? Because I feel like she's turning it down.
En serio, y creo que ya es hora de que acepte que tengo el dinero que tengo. Y tengo la familia que tengo y el apellido que tengo y
Exactly.
aún así puedo conseguir todo lo que me proponga.
Exactly. You haven't needed this life you've tried to build. Oh, right. You can fuck off.
Carla, supongo
We do not need you today.
que eres la máxima responsable de las bodegas.
Fuck
Tendré
off.
aquí a alguien de confianza que me irá informando de todo. Trabajaréis mano a mano.
¿Quién?
Samu?
Valerio.
Valerio?
Sí, tiene un currículum brillante este chaval.
No sé qué habrá oído, pero seguro que la realidad es muchísimo peor.
Lo que he oído es que ni siquiera te has graduado.
Y sin embargo, llevé adelante mi negocio con mucho éxito.
Go off, mate.
¿Tú crees que esto es lo que nos hace falta en las bodegas?
Valerio es buena gente. Eso nos hacía mucha falta.
Ho, 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 ho. All three together again. I swear to God, if this is the last time we see Omar and Nadia, I'm gonna be so pissed off. What's going on here?
Omar,
What's he gonna say?
siento mucho lo de ese chico.
Oh,
Tu amigo, tu novio.
well done.
Lo siento mucho, de verdad.
Oh, well done, mate. Like, a little bit too late, but you cannot get angry at progress. That took a lot for him to say, and I appreciate that.
Hoy les entregan los resultados después de la nueva ronda de quimio.
Come on, Omar. Fuck it.
¿Tus padres no van a venir?
Están de viaje trabajando como siempre.
Oh, Lou. Are you honestly going to tell me that we're never going to see Lou and Nadia again?
Para ellos, su hija ya no existe, básicamente.
Oh.
Tú siempre tendrás una familia aquí.
دائما يا بنتي دائما.
شكرا.
Por favor, cuida de nuestra pequeña.
Como ella ha cuidado de mí.
Oh, why do they always get me tearing up?
Bueno, lo primero lo siento porque probablemente este sea el mensaje más cursi de la historia. Que si alguna vez decides volver, yo voy a estar aquí, esperándote.
That's not corny, that's just fucking sweet.
Tenemos que irnos.
Fuck off, mate. I hate him, I really do. Is Omar not gonna do it? Come on, be truthful with yourself. What is it you want out of life? Oh, I love how that single look they knew. Oh.
Me suena tu cara. Andrés, ¿no?
Román.
What a
Da
throwback.
igual lo lejos que me empujes. Soy un puto boomerang. Sea cual sea el diagnóstico que nos den hoy, voy a estar a tu lado. ¿Me oyes?
That sentence.
Pero no pienso separarme de ti. Porque te quiero, gilipollas. Te quiero y en todo este tiempo no he dejado de creerte ni un solo día.
Pues no hace falta.
Cancer free?
Estoy en remisión, me lo acaban de decir.
Hell yeah!
Pero te ha quedado precioso el discurso, de verdad.
Oh, that made me so happy.
Ya sabes que soy un poco competitiva. Este mensaje va a ser el más cursi de la historia. Prometo que volveré a por ti.
Oh, I can't handle this today. I really can't. Oh, that's sweet. That's really sweet. 2 months later. Interesting.
¿Nadie va a decirme lo guapo que estoy o qué?
Oh my god! Omar!
Una pija, un pijo, dos pijos, dos pijos. De puta madre.
Oh my god, Omar's gonna be at the school. No. Oh my god, what a turnaround. That's awkward. Ah, sick. That. Fucking hell. What an episode. Like, my brain's a bit blown away by now by that. That was like, there was so much. I'm gonna need a minute before I even start talking about it. Right, firstly, what a fucking episode. Let's just put it out like that, because Elite is one of those very rare shows where every season just gets better. And I know, unfortunately, this did end because I know a lot of people have issues with season 4. I'm still going to be doing it, by the way, but I know that a lot of people have their problems with it, but I'm still excited. And yeah, back to the 3 seasons, because season 1 was really good. It was a really good introduction to a dramatic series where you're trying to solve a murder and you got these like future bits involved and it's like, oh, what's going to happen? And then it culminated into the finale and you were like, oh my God, he did it. And then season 2 kind of, it kept with that idea, but it also introduced the idea of someone's covering something up, something mysterious is going on behind the scenes. It doesn't look like he's gone, but then where did he go? And it was all very much more mysterious. Like, I can't really think of another word. It was a lot more played down than season 1, because season 1 we were looking at a literal murder. Like, we knew that Medina was murdered, whereas going into season 2 and not knowing what happened to Samu was really interesting. And then season 3 fucking hit the ball out of the park, because they went back to the original idea of season 1 of, we know we have a murder, we know someone did it, but we don't know who. And then it also introduced the idea of throwing everyone off in every single future scene. Like, the end of episode 1, you got confused. Then the end of episode 2, it introduced another thing, but it didn't quite go well with episode 1. And then 3 did the same thing. And it just kept doing these future scenes where nothing was adding up because they were all lying. I fucking love that so much. But yeah, anyway, back to the episode itself. So they were at the graduation party. We were getting all the scenes that we've already seen and talked about, all piecing together in this nice puzzle. But it was so interesting to see it from Polo's perspective, because we've got everyone else's perspective. We've got all of their issues with him. But seeing Polo in this kind of, it was like he was floating, where he had got past a lot of his issues and a lot of his struggles of wanting to come out with the truth, but then also never wanting the truth to come out. And it was just so interesting to see him finally past that and a point where he was ready to tell the truth, just to end it all. It's like Polo finally caught up with everyone else in the idea of wanting to end it all with the truth. And it was just, I don't know, so interesting to see. So then we moved on to the bathroom scene, which was one of the best pieces of television I've seen recently. Like, that was done so well. And the justice of Lou accidentally killing Polo is, I can't describe how amazing Elite has done with this season as a whole. Like, that ending was just so well done. And then the face that Polo made and the way that he was talking to Lou, it was just so understanding, because she literally did what he did. She killed someone as an accident, and he knew how she was feeling, and he was like, it's okay. I get it. And it was almost like in that split second, he immediately accepted that he was going to die, and he was okay with it. And that was the actors in this show are so fucking brilliant. And the actor that plays Polo, that was some of the best pieces of acting I've seen recently in regards to someone dying. And the way that he just stumbled out of the bathroom and fell through the glass. We all knew it was going to happen. And this is why Elite gets you, because you know what's going to happen. So you kind of prepare yourself and you're like, yeah, Polo's going to die. We know that he falls through the glass. But actually seeing someone get stabbed and seeing the light slowly drift out of their eyes and then watching them fall to their penultimate death, you can't prepare yourself for that. So then from there, we had everyone gather around the dance floor to see that Polo had died. And you had Guzman grab Polo into his arms and say, I forgive you. Which I don't know if he truly did. I don't know if Guzman truly did forgive Polo. But it shows so much about Guzman's character to say what Polo needed to hear in the moment of his death. Because no one deserves to die alone. No one deserves to die without peace. And Guzman gave Polo that peace. He gave him the reassurance that I have forgiven you. You can go now. This show, mate, it gets to me every fucking time. I can't recommend this show enough. I'm going to tell everyone to watch it. I know my sister's only watched season 1. I'm like, bitch, pick up the show again. It is amazing. So from there, we had everyone gather round, and this was the moment where they all came up with a plan to save Lou, which was amazing to see because it was one of the few moments in the show where everyone has come together, put all of their differences aside, and just done something for the sake of someone else. And even Cayetana plucking up the courage to understand that this is the right thing to do, because yes, you could argue that this wasn't the right thing to do because they're covering up a murder, but it was an accident. And it was Polo, and I think we can all agree that Polo would not want Lou to go down for this because of everything that he had been through. I think that Polo genuinely would agree that they need to cover up for Lou here. And the way that they went about it was so fucking smart. The whole idea of putting all your fingerprints on the bottle because it's the same thing as there not being fingerprints on it at all is so fucking smart, because if there are 0 fingerprints, then it immediately points to someone covering it up. Whereas if there's so many fingerprints, who knows who could have done it? And the thing that threw me off, to be honest, was Kaya cut herself on the bottle. So surely her blood is on the bottle, which if you've got all of these fingerprints, but you've got 2 people's blood, you would look more heavily towards Cayetana, wouldn't you? So I am a bit confused on that front, but I don't know, maybe it cut her and it didn't get her blood on her, but how is that possible? So yes, moving on from there, we had one of the most brutal scenes of the episode, which was Kaya having to go up to Polo's body to plant his fingerprints on the bottle, which was so fucking heart-wrenching to see, because if you think about it, how awful would that be? To have to walk up to your dead loved one's body to plant the fingerprints on the murder weapon that killed them. Like, that's just unthinkable. That is something that you can't even fathom how you would feel. And the fact that Kaya had the guts to do that, that made me respect Kaya a lot more. So then we moved on to the interview scenes, which watching them all come together and to actually know the truth now of everyone was lying and everyone was giving a different name makes so much sense, because I was so confused. Every future scene we got, I was like, wait, who got the bottleneck? Wait, who went to the bathroom? Like, this doesn't add up. And that's why, because it didn't add up, because they're all lying. And also, the fact that they all did this and their willingness to help Lou was actually beautiful to see, because Lou herself is a character. I used to hate her. I used to really not like this girl. Like, she got on my bad side. But the growth that Lou had this season, the scene that stands out the most to me when talking about Lou's growth is at the party where all of these characters were having a dance. They were all in couples, and Guzman walked up to Lou and said, "Shall we go and dance?" And Lou was like, "No, I don't need to be with someone. I don't need Guzman. I don't need anyone but myself to be happy." And the growth on that alone was beautiful. And then the growth with her relationship with Nadia just blew me out of the park. Really did. It made me so fucking happy. And the fact that the only times that I teared up were the scenes between Lou and Nadia just shows how beautiful their story arc was. So from there, obviously it was morning. Everyone was leaving the club. We had a touching moment between Kaya and Rebecca, which I think was needed because they've obviously had this animosity between the two. So to see this moment pull them together was quite nice to see. And then we had Guzman and Nadia kiss, which was fucking beautiful. And the fact that they've actually come together at the end and are together now because they're both waiting for each other for when Nadia returns. Beautiful. Absolutely love it. And I'm happy for them both. We also had Carmuel begin again, which again, I don't know how I feel about them. I've always said that I don't like it. Sitting here right now and watching the scene, I did like it and I thought, oh, that's cute. But if you asked me to watch seasons 1 to 3 again and then give you my opinion, I know that I would have an issue with Carla and Samuel being together. But if they're happy and they want to be together, then I'm on board because they obviously are good influences in each other's lives. And then from here, we had the scene with Rebecca and her mum, which is really sad because I think we can all agree that Rebecca's mum is not going to change. She's not going to stop this business. This is how she makes her living. She doesn't know how else to make this amazing living for them. She would only be able to make a minimum wage and it wouldn't support them in the life that they've come to know. And I don't think she's going to be able to let go. I don't think she's going to be able to let go of this life, even for her daughter. So I think it's safe to say the next season, Rebecca may have moved out and maybe living on her own. I don't know how she'll be making money, but I don't think she's going to be living with her mum. So we then moved on to the scene at the police station where they'd received an anonymous call from Kaya, because she was the only one who knew where it was, as to a box in the park where the trophy was kept. And then we had Polo's mothers come along and confirm to the police that he did confess to them that he was the murderer, which, well done for the mothers for saying that, because a lot of people, they would sit there and they wouldn't want their son's name to be tarnished, so they wouldn't say. But knowing that a man is still being hunted by the police, and I think he was in jail right now, isn't he? They actually picked up Nano and put him in jail. The fact that they've got this innocent man rotting away in prison, well done for them for coming out with the truth and actually saying it, because he did not deserve to be there. And then as the episode was coming to an end, we got the culmination of all of the storylines and we got to see where the characters were. Now, instead of talking about that, I'm going to talk about each person individually because I think it's better to cover that. So starting off, we have, let's talk about the people who are leaving. So Lou, Nadia and Carla are all leaving. And I was told by a friend when I first started Elite that people had issues with season 4 because some characters were gone. Are you about to tell me that Lou, Nadia, and Carla are not coming back at all? Is that why I'm being led to believe that all three of those characters are not showing up in season 4 onwards at all? Because if that is so, I'm going to be so fucking sad, because they've left the window open for Nadia to come back, because she has this whole thing with Guzman where she's saying, yeah, I'll be back for you. Wait for me because I'm going to be waiting for you. So I can see her coming back, but Lou doesn't really have a reason to come back. And yes, you could argue Carla does with Samu, but it's not really been set in stone that she will, so that does scare me. And the fact that these are three of my favorite characters, like looking at the character list right now, I'd say my top 5 are Lou, Nadia, Rebecca, Carla, and Omar. I would say those are my top 5 characters. And the fact that Lou, Nadia, and Carla are not going to be coming back, what the actual fuck? And then from there, we had the funeral scene, which was a big growth for not only Kaya. I think Kaya had the most growth, but we also had some growth for Valerio, where Valerio is now in charge of Carla's wineries while she is gone, which is fucking brilliant, because it means that he's going to be able to make a living and stay in the area. So hopefully he will be in next season. And then we also have a huge amount of growth for Kaya, where she was finally able to let go of this obsession she's had with this fake life, because what good has it ever brought her, honestly? Like, she could have had such a nice life just going through the system with the money that she has. She doesn't need to lie all the time to have a good life. And it's nice to see that she's finally accepted that. Now, from there, we had a very sad moment where Guzman and Ander was sitting next to Polo's grave, which to see the three of them together again, but Polo be dead, it truly shows how much of an influence Polo had on everyone's lives. And while everyone wanted him gone, while everyone wanted this whole saga to end, it doesn't take away from the fact that he was such a huge influence on their lives and that they are going to miss him. And just seeing these three childhood friends minus one really hits home. So we then moved on to the airport scene, which started off quite sad, where we saw Lou basically confirming that her family had cut ties with her and that they don't have a daughter anymore, which is fucking disgusting. But I'm happy for Lou in the sense that she's got away from that life and that she can actually start a new life in New York with Nadia and be happy, because she deserves it after everything that she's been through. And then obviously the second part of the airport scene was Omar finally coming to his senses and realizing that the person he needed in his life was Ander. Because yes, they've had their issues and their issues have been severe. And Ander has not been a good boyfriend. Omar's made mistakes as well. But hopefully going through this whole cancer thing and Ander coming out on the other side a lot better, and then also going through this murder together and covering it up, hopefully it has all brought them closer and they can actually have a healthy relationship now. Because obviously in the past they've not had the best relationship. We can all agree on that front. But hopefully, like I was saying, this will bring them closer. And then we ended the episode with Guzman, Samu, Rebecca, Ander, and Omar, who I did not expect, all coming back to the school, ready to start the new year. Now, that does actually make me think that we are definitely not going to get Lou, Nadia, or Carla, because I'm assuming they're not going to do a split way, where we see like the New York stuff and we see the Spain stuff. I assume it's just going to be at the school. But hopefully they do come back in some way. Hopefully they're like side characters here and there. And even if they're not in season 4, maybe they realize their mistakes and they're in season 5, because I know that's been confirmed, but who fucking knows at this point. But yes, with all of that said, I believe that covers everything. So on to Patreon questions. Right, first up, what do you think about how things ended for Cayetana? I mean, it's sad. Like, we can all agree her boyfriend was murdered. She helped cover up his murder. She helped originally cover up the murder that he committed. So she had been through a lot with this boy, and to suddenly be reset, like, yes, she graduated and all of that, but in terms of her, like, personal life, she's been reset. Her friends have been reset. She doesn't have a relationship. She doesn't have money. She's back to square one on that sense. However, I do think that it was needed for her. I think she needed this hard dose of reality to finally be able to accept it. So fingers crossed from here, she is happy and she finds acceptance in the life that she has, and doesn't try and lie her way into a different life, because it has never brought her happiness. It may have brought her happiness in the moment, but in the long run, what has she got to show for it? Right, next up, what do you think about Omar and Ander? I mean, I believe I talked about it a lot, but just to summarize, I think that they have both been bad boyfriends in different ways, but Ander going through chemo and everything and coming out on the other side, and them both going through this whole murder case together, I think it is going to bring them closer together, and hopefully they will have a nice, healthy relationship now, because obviously they've had their struggles in the past. They have both been a little toxic to one another, but I genuinely think that this is a turning point in their relationship. And then next up, what do you think about Omar's dad finally accepting him? I mean, we can all agree, absolutely beautiful. However, bit late. Like, Omar's been through a lot of shit because of his dad. However, you can't get annoyed at growth. You can't get annoyed at someone changing their opinion, because they've actually changed it. They've actually gone out of their way to be a better person. And if you get annoyed at people for doing that, then they're less likely to do it in the future. So I'm happy for Omar. I'm very happy for his dad. Bit late, but the fact that he got here in the first place is beautiful. And then next up, what is your favorite part of the episode? Oh God, favorite part? Honestly, I think the moment where Lou stabbed Polo. Simply because the level of acting in that scene and the level of emotive acting specifically, the way that not only Lou showed how sorry she was and how much of an accident it was, but how Polo, in like a split second, came to not only accept his death, but immediately forgive Lou for doing it. It was just so beautiful to see. And Elite in general just does those scenes so well, does those hyper emotive scenes so fucking well, because the actors can do it. They're good. They are good at their job. And that is honestly what's made this show so brilliant. And then next up, do you think there needs to be a season 4? Ooh, Oh, that is a question. Because I'm one of those people where I get annoyed when shows end no matter what, even if it starts to go downhill, because I don't know, you just get bonded to these characters, you get bonded to their stories and you never want it to end. But knowing that season 4 isn't as good as the rest, as I've been told by people, I think that they should have ended it while it was at its high, because 1, 2, and 3 just progressed so well, and the season 3 finale just showed how amazing the show was, that to end it on a bang would have been amazing. And the fact that we know that season 4 isn't as good is a bit sad, and you kind of wish that they ended it, but I'm not going to be annoyed at seeing my favorite characters again. You know what I mean? And then finally, what do you think will happen going into season 4 now that some characters have moved away? I mean, right, to start, I know that people leave, because I remember when I first started this show, my friend told me, because I think they were just going into season 4, that they've heard that people are leaving and that not everyone comes back. And I think it's safe to say that the ones that we know are not coming back are Lou, Nadia, and Carla, which makes me so fucking sad, because that's 3 of my top 5 characters. And I can see that making a huge impact on the show, because some of my favorite storylines, like my favorite storyline in general, was Lou and Nadia. So to see that go on is going to be really sad. And then Carla added a lot to the drama of the show. And then Nadia and Guzman's interactions were always nice to see. And Lou brought a lot of the bitchiness. So what are they going to do now? Like, the group that we have left at the school is Rebecca, Samu, Guzman, Ander, and Omar. That is a weird 5 to be left with. I'm sure, given that they added Malik and Yurei to this season, that they're going to add more characters next season. So hopefully they're good. Hopefully they have a good impact on the group, but I don't know. I don't like when people leave and are sort of quote unquote replaced. But yes, that was a fantastic episode. An amazing end to the story arc as a whole. Started with Medina's murder, ended with Polo's murder. It's like the whole loop came to an end. And they did it so beautifully. But yes, for now, thank you very much for watching. I've left a link to my Patreon. You'll be able to find the early and uncut reactions to Elite and all the other shows that I do. I believe by the time this comes out on YouTube, I might already be done with season 4 of Elite. I know I've got the shorts to watch. I'm going to be doing the shorts as like a 1 episode reaction kind of thing. So all the shorts will be in a single recording, and that will be the equivalent of an episode of Elite, because I know there's a few. But yeah, I've also left a link to my Twitch and Discord, so be sure to follow them if you are interested. And yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.